swimming.
Let me read you a quote from the book that I would love you to comment on, if I may. You say, what if we came to understand that we have some control here and in fact direct and recondition our minds toward new possibilities instead of remaining unconscious or ignorant of workings? What if we could work in collaboration with our minds rather than be at the mercy of our thoughts? What if negative could be converted to positive? What if fear could be transformed into enthusiasm? What if mistakes could become the pathways to our dreams? My father focused just as much energy on conditioning his mind as he did on training his body. And I'm wondering if you can comment on that. There's so much. So a lot of us would like to have stronger minds. I certainly would. And one of the things that I'm seeing everywhere in society, including with my students, is a real quest for perfection, which is dangerous to mental health. And in my view, neither a laudable goal nor an achievable one. And what you seem to be saying here is none of his philosophy, none of his reality is about a quest for perfection. But I'm wondering if you can talk a little bit about conditioning the mind and what can we learn from him and from you?
You know, my father trained his mind as diligently as he trained his body. And we seem to have this idea that our thoughts and our feelings run us. And of course they do. They are signals that are coming in, but we are able to utilize them if we work toward that kind of presence, awareness, and mastery. And as you say, this notion of perfection, which I also talk a little bit about in the book, is very dangerous. It's not possible to be perfect. Oftentimes, we are too afraid to take a risk or a chance or try something because we want to know how it's going to turn out before we get started. And the truth of the matter is you can't know that. Life is ever changing, and oftentimes the fear of something is much more damaging and paralyzing than the actual thing is. And so my father trained his mind in a number of ways. He observed his mind. He observed his emotions. And we can all do that. We oftentimes are so close to our thoughts that we're not aware that we're actually observing them. And we can observe them if you can stand back and sort of close your eyes and sit quietly for a moment. You can watch your mind think, right? And because you can watch your mind think, it means that there's some sort of conscious awareness that is more aligned to your true being than what's going on in here.
But I think